Fala, meus putos, beleza? Participa mais uma jogatina do JR trazendo o pau quebrando no Velho Oeste. Pera aí, acho que eu sou pra baixo aqui, né? Deixa eu baixar um pouquinho também. Não, fica doideira do caralho isso aqui. Deixa um pouquinho o volume do jogo. Qualquer coisa 9-0. Calma aí. Pronto. Pô, esqueci, não um bagulho aqui. A única coisa pra começar essa porra aqui. Mas agora vai. Essa porra é normal, mano. Vai que dá ruim, né? Tem historinha ainda, hein?
Easy, boy.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Ah, well, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack.
Oh, pelo
and
menos tá
Steve,
legendado,
Ben's
né?
behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a
Billy the
bitch had
Kid.
no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawman who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell. It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs.
Isso aqui é tipo um
I
maluco no
threw
bar
in with the
contando a
kid
história
because the
dele.
man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that son-of-a-bitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day.
Porra,
I was
essa
heading
realidade
back
tá
to the
foda, cara.
hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha.
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
gráfico é aquilo, né? Não pediu muito, o jogo é velho pra caralho. Só que é zero. Ah, tá, quando der a doideira, só aperta O e mostra o objetivo.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice. What the hell? Shoot that sumbitch!
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh, yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead. Fire at will! Spread out, goddammit! Come on, get them from the left! They're coming from the rear! I decided to help Billy and the boys out of it. So that's just what I did. Stay on it!
Que porra, parece que é upgrade, né? Pô, tinha que traduzir aqui dentro também, né? É, aqui é pra pistola, vamos essa porra mesmo. Acho que pra poder usar dois revólver. Corre, filha da puta. Tá caralho.
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Vou gastar muita bala. Oh, não, cara. Uhum. Porra, tá com acessibilidade do caralho ainda. Deixa eu ver aqui, né? Deixa eu ouvir um barulho aqui. Ué.
I knew that going through that front door meant putting my butt in a shooting gallery, so I decided to get sneaky.
Poxa, foi na cara dela duas vezes.
Men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
Ah, horrível. Tem granada nessa porra, né? Dinamite. Calma, viado. Mais alguém?
Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea.
Porra!
Would be a turkey shoot from up there.
Ih, caralho, não tá acertando.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't
Pô,
the
se eu puder pegar a
sharpest
arma daquele
tools in
maluco
the
lá.
shed. The right position is very
Eu
important.
tava com hit.
Personally, I prefer to be on top.
Oh, you do?
Dá pra trocar.
Indeed, darling. But where was I? Oh, yeah.
Não sei se é melhor que a minha, mas eu vou com essa porra aqui mesmo.
Shoot that bastard!
O que? Ah, tá. Ah, caralho. Ah, tem gente aqui, mano. Bota a cara. A minha era melhor, né?
A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Caralho. Tem desordem.
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you! Try aiming, you idiots! Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house.
Caralho, como é que erra isso, mano? Ah, marrom pra caralho.
I cut their numbers in half.
Sou eu mesmo.
That just made the ones that were left twice as mad.
A mira aqui não
They
tá mais
made up
gravando.
for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
Ah, tinha bagulho aqui, eu
It was a
sempre
bit of a slog,
Eu
but I
sempre
finally fought my way around the back of
deixo
the
essas
house.
porra pra depois, mano. Tem até dinamite aqui. Vamos lá, vamos entrar ali pra ver qual é.
And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear. I passed Dirty Dave.
Deader than a rat in a trap.
Tirando aqui,
And
maluco,
upstairs, I
matei
found Billy and Charlie Bouldry.
geral. Opa,
How about that? Huh? You like that?
nada. Billy the Kid.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Aí sim.
So you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us
Caralho, tô ruim de dedo pra porra. Nossa, de doido na cabeça. Parece um dois esse aqui, na verdade.
Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
Deixa eu recarregar essa arma agora, né?
That's when Charlie got hit. They're catching us in a
Caralho,
crossfire,
cara.
shouted Billy.
Olha.
Get to the other side.
Esconde bem pra caralho.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear,
Porra,
even to
dormi
Billy,
aqui.
that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatling, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention. decided that it was time to cut and run. He directed that order at me. And I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway. Dumbass that I was back then.
Those poor sons of bitches are
Many
done
would have
for.
fled in my place.
Cadê o outro safado?
But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing with you.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Greaves, please continue.
Please, call me
Aí
Silas,
sim,
ma'am.
porra.
Now, where was I? Waste your bullets. Go ahead. Keep shooting. I don't
Doideira,
mind.
maluco. Não é bom, né?
You were heading for the barn.
Tá uma coisa aqui.
Gonna scalp your ass. Oh.
Doideira.
Making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Pô, muito boa essa pistola aqui. E revólver.
You or me?
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up.
Esse que é o mal. Se recarregar duas, melhor jogar com aquela luta.
Finally, I had the stables within my
Divertir,
reach.
divertir.
And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Todo filme que passa de Velho Oeste fala de Billy the Kid, né? Caralho. Fudeu, já fica
Challenged him
duelo.
to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake. And that you
Ai,
killed
acertei na
him in
bexiga
a
do
fair
maluco.
fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
Ué, foi, aconteceu, não aconteceu, caralho.
Stepped inside, and
Não, tá.
last thing I heard was Garrett's voice.
Conta mentira, velho.
That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid. It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
Caralho, na cadeia mesmo.
He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move.
O bagulho tá doido lá fora.
He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape too. My first order of business was finding a firearm. Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Dá uma moral nessa arma aqui. Deixa eu ver. É a Matilda. Shotgun.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy?
Hell yeah. That scattergun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing. Guards were everywhere looking for him. I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could.
Caralho. Correndo igual dois sem olhar.
Anybody see him?
Some of that wood was slippery as hell.
Porra, vai se fuder. Eu fico esperando contar a historinha aí, isso é foda. Tomando tiro pra caralho, tô escutando história, mano.
The whole town was up in arms.
E aí, vai pra onde agora, porra?
Suddenly, I was a fugitive.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there. I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
Depois de fugir, tem que voltar pra cidade. Parabéns.
You! But hell if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
You hooligans go to hell.
Cadê a história de Billy daqui, velho? O objetivo aqui.
Let's do this.
Tiro na bunda.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and coloring. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
Que isso? Você tem que acertar na cara.
They're shooting in the street.
Leave it to me. Get your head stuck.
There's children here.
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high.
O gordinho ali é pica. Tem dinamite aqui. Estourar essa porra, vai ter, eu vou passar na hora e o cara vai estourar aqui. Tem um monte.
You're threatening the lives of innocent people.
Subir aqui pra quê, cara? Será que é pra passar por essa madeira ali? Eu não se agarra no bagulho não. É um viado mesmo. O objetivo aqui. Pera, só pra pro outro lado aqui. Não, vou pro mesmo lugar. Não tem nada não.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
Vai dar ruim. Ó.
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town.
Tá porra.
I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead.
Morre, porra.
No, because they all thought I was Billy. And all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun. Anyway, it was me or them, and the only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had no choice but to play them.
Barulho desse. Tem alguém vindo correndo. Oh, porra.
when Cat gets back.
Já era.
Stop!
Porra, dá mole que toma na cara, mano.
You'll die for this, you hear me? Get the women off the street! On yourselves! How the hell did he get away? Take him!
Não, pra frente um pouquinho. Pô, tomou na cara.
You won't get away!
Tem dois aqui, né? Cadê?
Surrender yourself! I'm here! Hello!
Ah, tem dinheiro.
We can take him! I don't get paid enough for this!
Isso, cara.
Put down your weapon!
Porra.
Give it up! I got this! Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend
É
myself.
ruim de controlar pra caralho.
I killed him in a fair fight. Everybody saw I had no damn choice. Well,
Não matou não,
Lincoln
ainda
got
tá
a mite
preso.
depopulated that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught
Segurei ele
anyway.
aqui.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there!
I did my best to help those poor passengers.
Come on out, you yellow bastard!
Moments later, the attackers were dead, and I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing. None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often do. They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads. Making use of the high ground and whatever else they had.
Caralho, rodei aqui feio, meu irmão. Foda essa parte aqui, né? Matou o cara deu um tiro aí.
They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads. Making use of the high ground and whatever else they had.
Caralho, tem muito índio.
Yep, the Apaches always appeared
Pô,
out of
corno dando na
nowhere,
máquina aí que tá
and there
foda.
never seemed to be an end to it.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force.
Hey, fucking run, you!
Porra não, cara. Você pode minha mira. Entendeu?
See, at the time, I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those
Tá
damn
acertando,
rocks.
mano. Agora
I didn't see
fudeu.
Ringo, but I knew he was the Cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first.
Hard ahead, a moving target!
Pô, tem que pegar um rifle aqui. Muito boa, muito boa.
Unfortunately, I was
Caralho, vou
running
ficar
out of
morrendo
ammo.
de corno aqui.
Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up. Finally, they managed to corner me.
Caralho, esse cara tá
Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim.
Caralho, aqui é ataque direto. Fudeu. Como é que faz aqui agora? Tem como sair essa doideira aqui não, mano.
Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
Ah, pô. Agora que vai mostrar.
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this?
Yeah.
I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going.
Ah, só tem uma bala. Agora. Cara, que deu, meu irmão. Como é que eu vou fazer esse matuto?
And that's when something miraculous happened.
Oh, caralho.
Like manna from heaven. I found the
What,
desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition.
Caramba, contador de história do caralho.
Pat Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know. And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo. That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time... All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them. That's right. I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wild. My fury knew no bounds.
É isso? Esse cara morreu com... Foi dinamite não, mano? Porra. Ai, os caras estão esperando na cortina, mano. Mais. Muito bom. Porra! Quando morre, no finalzinho ainda dá um tiro ainda pra poder foder o cara.
It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Caralho, esse velho tá bem armado, hein?
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, Clanton, I'm coming for you!
Vai, mano.
A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest. Because that old fool had a gallon gun and enough bullets to last him till kingdom come. But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun.
Já tá longe pra caralho. Engraçado, tem uma ponta 30 no deserto.
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
Don't let that some bitch get away!
Nossa, babão. Ai, tem sangue ali, né?
Wait! Goddamn boat!
Não tem nada?
Damn, I got him! No! Would you just die? Show yourself!
Tá revoltado, mano.
Live this long!
Ai, velho. Errou, não pode, velho. Porra.
What I ever do to you?
Aí, pô.
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps, and that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
Muito igreja, pô. Acho que isso aqui é bom, hein? O que eu tô pensando? Recarregar correndo.
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for
Calma,
bear.
deixa eu pegar uma situação aqui.